Good morning, everybody. This is my first, have breakfast with me, while I'm also going to discuss, my ever first ME, multiple experience, or Mandela effect, but, before, I knew the terminology. So, I have a little outline here, but I don't really need it, just, like, a couple talking points, but, okay. So, my favorite thing in the world for breakfast, is boiled eggs, and I don't know if you can see or not, but I like them super over easy, and so over easy that you have to eat them with a fork. So, well, I want to start this by saying thank you for watching this, and thank you for uh, taking the time out of your day to do so. And I hope that your day starts off really well. I know that mine has. I'm in an excellent mood today, and over my left shoulder, which might be my right shoulder to you guys because I'm looking at my reflection right now on my phone screen. But I'm repping the Lucy Show right there, season 1, and the season 2 of the Munsters, and then my top 10 list of the most common Mandela effect / multiple experiencings misconceptions. But I figured I'd have a few little background eye candy items for you guys. Also, a fly swatter because I live in Texas and there's plenty of flies, and there's no shame in my game. I'll kill a fucking fly if I have to. But let's see how they turned out this time. Okay. Oh my god, they're so good. And you have to put a lot of pepper as far as I'm concerned. If you don't put pepper on your eggs, I can't relate. No judgment there. It's just pepperless eggs to me there'd be no flavor. So good. And it's such a quick, easy meal too. But it's also so filling. I made 6 because I was feeling super super hungry. But we'll see if I can actually eat all 6. Okay, let's play a game. Comment down below how many eggs you thought are while watching this, how many eggs that you think / thought that I was going to eat. And we'll go from there and see how many I actually eat, and then I'll comment down below. It'll be a whole discussion about breakfast and eggs and how many I've eaten, and that sounds really vain, but really it just sounds like a little fun game for me. But I've got my sweet tea in my Whataburger cup, like always. Okay. So I can't believe this is the first time that I've talked about my first the first time I ever became aware of time travel, time shifts, anything in that vein, anything in that realm, the realm of the paranormal, the realm of the unexplained. Now that we've come to know as the Mandela effect, and as multiple experiencings, and as time shifts, and as time travel, and CERN possibly has a part in it. The more research I do, the less I think CERN actually has to do with it, based on the fact that I believe that I've lived this same life more times than you or I could even fathom. If you see where I'm coming from, I think that's what deja vu stems from, and I think that's what synchronicity stems from as well. And I also think that's what intuition stems from as well. And I just it's a form of reincarnation, I guess, but it's just you're in the same body, and you're the same gender, and you I think that you get to live the same life in the same body, the same vessel, the same human fleshy vessel that we suffer with ME ailments and anatomical changes and logo changes, and the Mandela effect maze, that we are mere mice, just running around the maze, and the wheel, the mouse wheel, hamster wheel, is that what, but just assume a mouse is in it as opposed to a hamster. That's the point I'm trying to make, is that my opinion, my take, what rings the truest to me, and what makes me get the tingles and chills and feel like I'm listening to an ASMR video while I'm falling asleep on my Bluetooth speaker or something, it's the only thing that makes sense to me, that explains deja vu, that explains multiple experiencing, that explains um, our logos and our geography and our anatomy to be able to change. And just because whoever the gamer in the sky is and why they decided to do this, maybe they're just doing it a plethora and a multitude and a vast array of times until we get it right. And that's just my little take. It's not. I have a lot more of an in-depth, I guess you could say, take on. I have a lot more of an in-depth, detailed, more expansive explanation and theory. But I'll go into that on a different video because this is about my first Emmy experience before I was aware of the terminology, before I was even aware that there was a community. And I can imagine what my life would be like if I was not a part of the community and I didn't know you guys. It would be crazy. Like that's what that's so much synchronicity to me as well. The fact that we that like I have known you, Reese, and I have known you, Jen, and I have known you, Helen, and I have known you, Cece, and I have known you, Michael, and I have known you, Dominic, and I have known you, Greg, and I, I I've known you guys. I've known you guys time and time again. I feel it. I feel it in my soul, in my bones, in my entire being, in my spirit, and from the depths of my bowels, I know that we've been connected before. We're like this. We're intertwined. We're one. We're one community. Uh, we're all spread out, strategically across this plane that we live on, and I just there's a reason why we connect on such an incredibly powerful and transcendent and beautiful wavelength that if you're not awakened and you haven't found an Emmy family or any Emmy mates yet, I strongly advise that you do so if you're watching this video and you're new to the effect. If you're one of the most recent awakening generations, like you were recently awakened, um, I please send me a Google Hangouts message. Send me a message here on YouTube. Follow me. Send me a message on Instagram or Twitter at Steesberger, just like my YouTube name is spelled. No spaces, all lowercase. And I'd be happy to fill you in and welcome you into the community and any questions you might have. Like, that's what I'm here for. Okay. This is not a mukbang if you don't eat. Look how big this piece of egg is. Oh my god. And like, you have to fucking chill boiled eggs before you eat them, right? I mean, it's like nobody wants warm boiled eggs. Why is that? Like, you want warm fried eggs, but yeah, they have to be, when they're boiled, they have to be cold. That's just the way it goes. Oh my god, this one, look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't. It was so good. That was the best bite so far. Okay. So, the first time that I experienced the Mandela effect, or multiple experiencings, time shifting, etc., whichever term you prefer, personally, it was I was on the way to my graduation, my senior year in high school, with my mother. It was just the two of us in her 2005 Ford 500, and I remember it like it was yesterday. It's like a movie. It's very vivid. It's definitely not a misremembering at all. It was May 18th of 2009. We were listening to 94.1, which is a local just like top 40 station that's like I guess indigenous to the Southeast Texas area, which is like Beaumont, Nederland, all the way to Lake Charles, Louisiana. If that gives you guys a little bit of a little bit of insight into where I'm located exactly on this crazy plane we live on. But so my mom and I are just talking, and I'm in my cap and gown and everything, and I'm ready to go. It's blue. I mean, my mom is wearing this really pretty floral off the shoulder dress. She had just left my mother. This is how much I remember it. This is how much I know that this is how much I know that this is in effect. And I want to know if you guys experience this as well, and what date you think that she died on. But we're sitting there listening to 94.1, our local radio station, and we hear was it Rick? No, Rick Dees died, but I don't know who it was. It was one of the local disc jockeys on the radio station, and they said, we're sorry to announce that Rue Mcclanahan, of the Golden Girls fame, has passed away, and I'm sure I've mentioned the Golden Girls multiple times on my channel. I know in at least 3 videos I've worn my Golden Girl shirt that says Squad. It has a picture of Blanche and Sophia and Rose and Dorothy. I'm sure you guys have seen it. That's beside the point. But I'm a huge fan. I own the entire series, like all 8 seasons of the Golden Girls, and I can quote every episode for you. So Rue Mcclanahan is one of my favorite actresses of all time, comedically, dramatically. I love her movies, some of her movies that aren't even mainstream. Rue Mcclanahan is one of my soul sisters. I love her. She's up there with Joan Rivers. I wish I could have gotten to meet Rue before she died, like I did meet Joan Rivers before she died, because that was the epitome of synchronicity and willing something to be, and total deja vu, because I knew it was going to happen. But my mom and I just looked at each other after the DJ said that Rue Mcclanahan had died of a drug overdose, and that's what was so shocking, because I believe she was 70 something. I don't know exactly what, because or whatever, but we were like, a drug overdose, like, I mean, we would have heard that she'd gone to rehab or whatever, and it's like, plus whenever you're over like 65 and you take prescription drugs, it's like, and you've been taking them for a while, it's like you don't overdose at that age. Like, it doesn't work that way. And the only thing that I googled before I made this video, I didn't Google how she died, because I don't want to like shift realities and not be aware of it or anything like that. But I want you guys to Google what year that she died. But don't do it until you comment what year that you believe that the actress Rue Mcclanahan actually died, or in whatever reality you were in whenever you heard the announcement of her death, and if you remember it at all, and if you're even if you even know who Rue Mcclanahan is. I hope that you do, because God, she's actually like such an iconic actress, and I say is in present tense because she's still with us. I mean, I don't believe that death is permanent, and I believe that she's all around us, and definitely around me. I have chills just talking about it. God, I don't know if you guys can see that, but can you see the chill bumps on my arm? That's something. That definitely means something. But no, I can't believe I've never talked about my first experience. And the only thing that is unfortunate about the shared experience with my mother, seeing as like our relationship is strained right now, even though she recognizes some effects, is that my mom doesn't remember the announcement on the car radio in her Ford 500, May 18, 2009, on the way to my graduation. Yeah, it's frustrating, but at the same time, I mean, it's not like I can question her for that, or or be upset, or be like, yeah, you don't remember. I mean, come on, you have to remember, because that you have to love what I've learned. The more that I've gotten involved in the community, like the multiple experiencings / Mandela effect community itself, is that you have to love and respect and accept every version of all your loved ones, and you have to accept them and love them with open arms, regardless of what you wish they experienced along with you. Does that make sense? I don't know if I've ever like theorized this or tried to get that point across on my channel before, but I've been meaning to. But I just in conclusion, I just want I really just want to like talk, like, give Rue Mcclanahan like major props. I mean, not only do I own the entire box set and complete series of the Golden Girls, not only do I have 3 different Golden Girls themed shirts, I also have a Rue Mcclanahan shirt that has like one of her most famous quotes on it from Golden Girls, and I'll let you guess before I tell you guys, because I want to know who's like actually a Golden Girls fan and who isn't. But also have like, not only that, I have Mama's Family, like which she's only in the first 3 seasons, but still, they kill it. She plays Aunt Franny. She plays Mama's younger sister, or whatever, played by Vicki Lawrence, and I have the complete series of both of those, and I just can't get enough of Rue, and I watch her so much, and I love her, and I want to know, have you guys, what year did you guys, what year do you guys remember Rue dying in? And please, don't Google it ahead of time. Like, we have to remember to always stay in our current realities. Oh my god, that was a huge bite. Way too big. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Also, and I'm closing the video. I'm getting to the conclusion, I promise. But sound off below in the comments if you are a fan of Rue Mcclanahan. If you even know who Rue Mcclanahan, if you even know who Rue Mcclanahan, who Rue Mcclanahan is. If you're a fan of the Golden Girls, if you're just a fan of a certain Golden Girl off the show, if you're a fan of Rue on Mama's Family, and if and what year, don't forget to comment what year you remember hearing Rue's death announced. And was it May 18th, 2009 for you? If it was, don't Google it. If it was, please comment below. That means we're in the same reality. Once again, I'm Steez. If you made it this far, we're at the 16.5 minute marker. I can't believe it. Like, I wasn't even watching the time. But I had a lot to say. This is my first, like, have breakfast with me and discuss an ME, like, and discuss the Mandela effect. But I love you guys, and if you guys want to play the egg guessing game and how many that I ate out of 6, there's only 2 left in there. So I ate 4. I did pretty good. But the only reason is, like, I would have finished the other 2, but I'm so insanely, like, ridiculously, like, on a gluttonous level full. So, I love you guys so much, especially if you're a Steez head. Hopefully there'll be a lot more of us soon, and we can all join together, and yeah, that was a little bit preachy. That's so not me. But, I know there's a handful of you out there. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Steez. God, and now I'm talking in third person. It's time to close the video. Okay, I love you so much for watching, especially if you made it to 17.5 minutes. Like, comment, and subscribe. But, obviously only if you enjoy my content, if you think that, me doing little get ready with me's and story times and mukbangs and mixing those genre of YouTube videos, if you mixing those genres is cool to you, if me doing a mukbang for breakfast and also discussing my first Mandela effect / multiple experiencing is something that you like and want to see more of, please let me know. If it's something that you think is harmful or discredits our community and it makes it seem like I'm taking lightly, also please let me know. As long as it's constructively, that's all that I ask. Once again, I'm Steez. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and don't forget to ring that notification bell down below. I love you. Bye.